anybody got any questions online. Tonight we're going to be touching over a women's class. We're not going to be having Sabbath class in the morning, y'all. We're getting all the brothers, and we're going to the summit out in Atlanta. So there will not be morning class. So y'all can watch Sabbath morning class. I'm sure some of y'all probably watch multiple channels in schools. Y'all can catch them, or y'all can watch our whole Sabbath class. You can do it that way. All right? So Sabbath class will not be tomorrow morning because we're getting Houston, Virginia, Rochester. We're all going up to Atlanta to support the brothers and sisters out there in the summit. We try to be consistent with that to show that we're showing our love to all the camps and all the schools or the schools that's going up to the summit. So that's why we're going up there, all right? So we'll wait a few seconds to see whoever gets online. And if whoever gets online, if they have any questions, I'm only going to wait a few minutes. If not, we're going to touch on class. Questions are always good. We don't want to shut it down to where you ain't had any questions. I'll repeat this again. Virginia is not going live, but one day a week, Fridays. Houston is going live on Wednesdays and Saturdays until Rochester opens up. They're live, and then it's only going to be Saturdays for Houston, Rochester Wednesdays, Virginia Fridays. All right? All right. So, let's see if anybody got anything on there. Tonight's class is titled Woman's Fetish. Because we're going to be talking about, let's see if anybody got any question on that way. Woman's Fetish. Sorry, y'all, we had a little problem with the computer, internet actually, with the internet. So I'm giving y'all a few seconds to see if y'all got anything online. I'll repeat for brothers and sisters that's coming in, we're only going to have live class in Virginia Fridays, Saturday night class. In Houston is going to be Saturday morning class on Saturdays. Open that back up so I can see if they got any questions. And then on Wednesdays, Houston will do Wednesdays until Rochester get it rolling. All right? Let me see here. Yeah, Shabbat Shalom to everybody online. Shabbat Shalom. You know, we're not going to do it online because you see how much, like, it's too much, the online thing. We can't start class regular and just go through class. We got to go through all this online internet stuff. So we're going to have class every day anymore? No, we're not going to do that. Why? Because y'all going to get classes. First of all, there's an overload of classes. And people are like, you know what I mean? If you ask certain brothers and sisters, like, hey, how many classes you watch? They're probably like, maybe just one class. You know what I mean? So, Houston is going over a lot of the same thing Virginia's going over. We're touching a lot of the topics. Y'all know the deal. Well, we don't, any question y'all got, we'll go through it. Majority of them. I'll say 99.9%. But like a lot of the classes, like y'all gotten, and for the new brothers and sisters coming in, y'all gonna get the classes. It's just not gonna be online. And for y'all that been online, you're not gonna get the repeat of the classes where majority of when the classes are repeat, brothers and sisters click off anyway. They're like, I got this class. You know what I mean? So we're going to just dial that down a little bit, just a repeat of a lot of stuff. And when y'all, Fridays and Saturdays, when y'all want, questions answered, we'd still be there. And then Wednesdays.
Still got San Antonio.
And then San Antonio too.
San Antonio's on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right.
Take care of that first day.
Right, exactly. So we watch every class Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Because y'all are the anomaly. You are the anomaly. Everybody else. See, y'all gotta understand, y'all got a little bit more time. But a lot of these brothers and sisters, man, they get jaded.
Yeah.
Like all the classes we give, and it's like, yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I got that.
Or it's a little bit too much to digest. It'd be so fat.
It'd be an overload. Remember, the rarity makes it rare. You know what I mean? So that's why we're doing that. You're still gonna get Wednesdays, Fridays, Saturdays. Then you got San Antonio. So, huh? Yeah, you got San Antonio. You're still gonna get the class days.
Your week is gonna be good, man.
Yeah, your week is gonna be fine. For everybody else, we're trying to also get these brothers and sisters to stop depending online and get in class. So.
And I'm gonna say this: the archive, hundreds of classes.
Yeah.
You got hundreds of classes back from all the Genesis breakdowns 5 years ago, 7 years ago, 10 years ago. So, you can definitely go back into that. Or on those off days, you can tap into the what? The Hidden Truth Bible Show, man. Tap into that. We got other channels. We got the Blog Talk Radio with Mashaba. So there's a lot of different outlets that you can tap into on those days, Tuesday and Thursday, that we're not going to be on.
Right, I'll say it again. This is just online. We're still having our regular class days. This is just online. All right. Okay. So, do y'all have any questions tonight online, real quick? Do y'all have anything online? Because we need to go into this topic. Anything online? Because they don't have any questions in here. Do y'all got anything online? Con. All right, so let's touch on tonight's class. Tonight's class is woman's fetish, and we hate saying it's a woman's class because we usually like to touch on men and women whatever classes we go over. But tonight class, we're going to be gearing it towards women, and of course men. Y'all are going to get a lot from it too, because when we say women's class, a lot of cats are like, oh, you know what, well, this class is not for me. No, it's for you to understand how to deal with a woman and what to want from a woman, right? Because a lot of times we don't really want the right thing from a woman, right? So we're gonna touch on the woman's fetish, because a lot of sisters, they're motivated by the carnal, by the physical, and we gotta remind them biblically where they got that from. You know what I mean? That's not a biblical Hebrew Israelite mind. So you gotta understand that this is a heathenistic way. Go to Psalms 106, verse 35. We're gonna jump right into it. We got less time. Go to Psalms 106, verse 35.
Psalms 106, verse 35.
Go ahead.
But were mingled among the heathen.
Right.
And learned their works.
Right. Everything that we learn and everything you live by is from the other nations. Right? Even when we make our own clothes, like if you were going to take this shirt right here you bought right here, you got to buy this from the heathen and then put your fringes on it in your style. So we got to literally become fashion designers of the truth. Right? To put our swag and our spirit on the clothes that's out there. But otherwise, Deuteronomy told us that we have to go for them for everything. You want a marriage license, you go to them. Right? You want water, go to them. You want lights, go to them. Right? You want gas, go to them. So everything we've gotten is from the other nations. And that brings us to the women. Every designer, every idea, every makeup, tutorial, you got it from the other nations, right? How to accent your face, right?
Highlight.
Right. You do the highlight. You do the what else you got? The bonding, the mascara. What do they call it when you put the corner? You got the corner dust and slides across the eye. What is that?
The cat's eye?
Cat's eye.
Yeah, the cat's eye. I watched a few tutorials. You know what I mean? Because I just wanted to see it. I was like, what are women into this?
Lay that foundation down.
Yeah. Heavy foundation. In movies they don't even do that no more. They do the spray paint, where you get all the pores. You look like you brand new, right? But we learned this from the other nations. Women, you didn't get this because this was you. This was your identity. This was the identity and persona the white man put on you. The whole social media thing, the whole movie industry, that I keep saying it. I like when you go through the things, and I tell y'all about Google a lot, and movie stars be popping up. You know what I say? I want to see how that person looks without makeup. Yeah. Because makeup and TV make you look like you're a superstar, right? The filters make you look like you're a star. But that's geared for what? Why is the filters there? What is that geared to do? Sisters. Y'all gotta yell. Like literally, yeah. To deceive. Good point. Why else, sis? Deceiving, what else? Why is it there? What?
Insecurities.
Oh, okay, China.
Insecurities.
Right, insecurities. We're going to touch on that. Why else? Help me out, sis. Kaya.
To hide your flaws.
Okay, to hide your flaws. To deceive. We got that one. Go ahead.
To attract men.
Uh-huh. To attract men, right? But remember, America does it to promote the carnal, right? To promote carnality, right? And so much it's like a reverse psychology to where you are so carnal-minded to where you're saying to yourself, oh, I don't need to impress anybody. I'm doing this for me. Well, then why are you putting pounds of makeup on your face then? If you don't need to impress anybody, right? So these things, you gotta understand, we learned it, you women learned it from heathens. Now they got transvestites doing what? Makeup tutorials. Y'all seen those? Trannies doing makeup tutorials? Oh yeah. But this is what they're promoting, right? So all this is it's what you said. What everyone said, right? Which is a lie. It's what else? It's being deceptive, right? What else they say? Flaws, right? But it's all to get you in this carnal mind and you women into this carnal way of thinking. And that's what America's about. To get you so carnal minded, and it twists your brain. I still don't get it. If you don't care how people think about you, then why are you dressing and looking and wearing and doing all these things?
Yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Some more online said, to make other women want those fake features and want to live up to their standards.
Perfect. And we was gonna get there, but perfect. Now they got you trying to live up to the white woman standards. When she takes up all that makeup, she looks like what? A crackhead. A cokehead. Right? A coke zombie. So read that Psalms 106 real quick. One more time.
But were mingled among the heathen.
Go ahead.
And learned their work.
Right, so remember everything you've gotten, sisters, women, brothers, we learn it from the heathen. So we got to put things in perspective. This is not what the Most High, the Creator, intended. See, he was going to put us through this to show us what is worse.
Right.
What's the filthiest? What's the wickedest? But we did what? We adopted and what? Made it fly. Right, made it trendy, exactly. But that's not what the Most High wanted us to see when we look at these other nations. That's why all these things got to start. Let's dial it back. Being beautiful, combing your hair, getting the naps out, taking care of your skin is not wrong. We know that, right? Right. So, because some sense of thing, I'm going to wake up, you know what I mean? I'm going to look like I got punched in the face, and then, you know what I mean? Because this is humble. That's not what this topic is about. This class is about is that how you take pride in the carnal more than the spiritual. It's okay to look good. It's okay to be beautified. But you got to understand what agenda they're pushing. They're pushing you to tap into the carnal and to now go through your physical instead of the inward woman, the inward man. So you learn that from the nations, man. You learn that from these white girls and Chinese girls and African girls. You didn't learn that from the spirit of the Most High. And yeah, you learned it from our people because what are they doing now? Emulating the heathen, right? Yeah.
The scriptures talk about how the Israelite woman is lively.
Right.
But whenever we're amongst the nations, especially the women of the nations, Esau, Moab, when you look at them, they look dead because of what? Lack of pigmentation. But what happens? Our women want to do what? Rather than be lively, like the scripture says we are,
Right.
you want to do what?
Emulate the nation.
Emulate the dead. You want to emulate zombies. Think about it, because a lot of our women do what? They coat on all the makeup, and they be caked up. But right here on that neck on down, natural color, but all this be what?
Yeah.
Alabaster white.
There's some that are a little more professional with their makeup, but you can tell the ones that are very bad with it.
Oh, yeah.
Like you said, their whole face is one color and their neck is another color.
Oh, yeah. Neg boy.
But listen, they're skilled nowadays to where they can match them. I watch that. Yeah, it's like, wait a minute, she does her makeup good because she got it piled on.
Right.
But you know how many layers they gotta get?
Oh, yeah.
You know how many layers they gotta get to get that cover up and look? Yeah. So we're learning that from the nations. We learn all these things from the other nations. Go to Baruch 1 verse 15. Baruch 1 and 15. We wanted to go over this topic just to remind, especially the young sisters. Go ahead, Aqua. You young women that you can't let America psychologically jizz on your mind and get you thinking the only way you're beautiful is to personify the physical. And then when you personify the physical and then people are physically attracted to you and treat you according to the physical, you don't understand why. Because all you did was promote the physical, your physical appearance. I'll say it again, there's nothing wrong with you doing your hair and being beautified, but the physical appearance is not what the Most High is looking at. And truthfully, if you want to attract the right men, you want to personify your true spirit. Right? That's what it is. But if you personify the physical, the outward appearance, what you gonna get? What you fishing with? The rats. Right? You act like a rat, you're gonna get a rat. So this is what the Most High is reminding sisters, man, that when you come in, stop taking pride in the physical, the fakeness, the phoniness, and start looking at the deeper things, the layers behind your layers of makeup. This is what the Most High is looking at, right? Now, we can touch on it a little bit. The scriptures talk about face painting. It was done. There's nothing wrong with that. But come on, how much face makeup you gonna put on? To you a whole different person?
How much you gotta exaggerate it, right? To make you look like what? Somebody else. That makeup is exaggerated. Because what you do, you gotta hit this part, hit the eyelids or the forehead, right, blended down. Then you're gonna bring up the eyebrows, right?
Right.
Maybe certain small things that make you look completely different.
Yeah, have y'all seen the ones where the Chinese girls do it? And they take their face, and they make their face look slimmer, right? Yeah, they're like, some of these girls are crazy with it, yeah, sis.
They put the putty or the clay to make your nose more.
Your nose look different.
Master deceptive.
You can see, I seen did you see the one girl did the Kobe? She looked like Kobe Bryant. I was like, I didn't actually look at it, but I seen the thumbnail and I was like, whoa. Yeah. Right, exactly. Baruch 1:15.
Baruch chapter 1 and verse 15. And ye shall say to the Lord our God,
Go ahead.
belongeth righteousness, but unto us the confusion of faces.
And then that's what it is for Israelites. Confusing the faces because we're amongst the nations. So now we really don't even understand what's the proper look for an Israelite because we're influenced by everybody else. Our culture is very deep. Colombia, Uruguay, right? The natives, Judah. But what are we doing? We over here looking at the Maybelline, right? We got Fendi now. With Rihanna does what? Fenty, right? Her makeup. But who's in the seats when they're doing the makeup? A lot of times it's the nations.
Oh, listen, it's a fact.
Right? A boy.
It's a boy girl doing the makeup, right? It's other nations doing your makeup so you can look like a what? Like a what? Remember those dolls?
Oh, ventriloquist.
No,
Puppets.
the puppets. So you can look like a puppet. And this is what we got to be aware of. Like you're learning all these things from the nations, and you don't see the trick, the game. And then when you're in the mirror doing all your makeup and putting on, your eyebrows are like this. I keep getting those too. Your eyelashes are, you know what I mean, like that. Then what is your daughter looking at?
Some stick-ons.
Right? And then you know our people, I wish we could have been online. She could have been putting up the ones with the tape coming off. You got shot in your eyelash. You know what I mean? You still wearing it, it's hanging off.
Blue halfway hanging.
Right. Right. You can tell the wig, it like,
Put that lace front.
right. And
Lace front.
you can tell it looks like grandma's wig. You know what I mean? Brothers just,
They do so much work on the lace fronts, man.
yeah.
They do so much work for the lace front. Not only do they got to put on a little stocking, they got to put makeup over the stocking to make sure it matches the skin. And then they're going to put on the wig to put that on top, glue that down to make it what? Seem real. Hold on. Is the baby hair real? Sisters, is the baby hair real on lace fronts?
No.
The baby hair ain't even real on the lace fronts.
It's real horse.
Right. Right. Real loud. Belize it. You got the Belize bundle.
Right.
The Belizean bundle, you know, you can get you that, what other kind of bundles they got?
What is, that's all horse, right?
No.
It's human hair. Like from India, the Hindu, they be having their hair all the way back down to their legs.
Sacrifice to their God or something like that.
Huh, a lot of times probably the original.
That is one of the rituals that the Elamites do.
Yeah.
They, our sisters, just go and purchase hand for the vanity.
Right.
But they're actually doing it as a religious honor to their deities.
Right.
That's just like this henna tattoos. A lot of sisters walk around with henna tattoos.
We gonna go there. Hold on. You finna, I'm gonna let you come right back with that. Watch, read this one more time.
And ye shall say to the Lord our God, belongeth
Right.
righteousness,
Right.
but unto us the confusion of faces.
And we know that's nationality, right? Like you're an Israelite, but you think you're this other nation. But confusion of face means that look, you are adopting other people's belief. That's why you'll see. I sent it to my rib. The Eritrean guy. He thinks he's a Buddhist. He thinks his religion is Buddhism, right? Buddhism, right? Hinduism. They adopt all these things, and it's like you a Judite. You trying to be what? From the Shaolin Temple, right? But did you not know that Gad, what I think it was either Gad was above Moab or Moab was above Gad. So they were looking down at you. They were looking at your style. They're looking at your customs, right? But now the confusion of faces comes to where you literally, your face is confused because they personify makeup, physical appearance, the outward appearance, the purple hair, pink hair. Now you got, you driving down the street, you see dolphins. You know what I mean? You literally see dolphins. Yeah, we got goddamn aqua hair.
I'm just trying something new.
We know you're trying something new. You don't know what's going on, man. But God dang, remember when people had shame? Like, you don't care, you look like a dolphin right now? Right? You have purple hair, man. But check this out, go to Leviticus 21:5, and I'm gonna let you come back. Yeah. Oh, you had a hand back there?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to say, because I used to be a makeup artist.
Right.
So, like, the clients I used to get, like, how they would come in was like, they were all calm and stuff, and once you do their makeup, like, there's like a whole bunch of pride and arrogance.
Oh, see, we're gonna get there. I'm glad you bringing it out, sis.
Yeah.
But this is what makeup does when the spirit is not there. It puts that spirit on you. We're jumping though. We're gonna get through it though. Check this out, Leviticus 21:5. I'm gonna let Quaz, he's gonna be talking about that. But check this out, Zion. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 21 and verse 5.
Go ahead.
They shall not make baldness.
Right. So where's the confusion of faces? The Most High said, "Don't make baldness." What our people do? They follow the nations and what? Bald is the new fad. Bald is the new fad with the beard. Right? Literally opposite of what the Most High says. That's the fashion. That's the look. Right? To look like the Gentiles. To look like the other nations. And they've done this in every captivity. Every captivity, it was to get you in the one world order. The one mind. Right? For you to look like them, walk like them, act like them, talk like them. We're not no nation. We're one. We're Americans. And y'all got to see that. That's what this agenda is about, man. And then they messed up the young girls. This is all goes back to messing up the young girls. Right? The young minds. Right? Getting them caught up into the filth and the carnal. You're not beautiful unless you look this way. Trust me, none of those girls look like they do. Everybody got flaws, right? Yeah, the only time you ain't got flaws, man, is at that young age, and as soon as you hit puberty, you know what I mean? It's a wrap. All the cheese pizza, all the milk, all the dairy, what happens?
You can see it.
Right? You see the craters, right? The shotgun holes in your face, right? Because why? Nobody's perfect. So anybody can get you can put a puppy up there and do the filters. Look at his skin. His skin is so clean. It doesn't work like that, man. But what is their custom and where's the confusion of faces? The Most High said, don't cut your head bald as a fashion. But the fashion of America is what? Nah, bald is the new, the Kojo, Yeah, Michael Jordan, right? And not knowing that these cats just lost their hair, a lot of them. You know what I mean? But the bald head cats made it a fad now because everybody wants to follow stupidity. Right? Like, you got women that got hair that will wear tracks. It's like, okay, you wear wigs and you got hair. Why? You want to smell like a damn garage sale?
Yeah, that wig, that two-piece, man, smell like popcorn. All that sweat, all that pillow talk with the hair, moving around at work, you gotta spray the refresher, right, to keep the hair fresh. The scents, popcorn.
The Most High, and once again, let's be real, you sisters don't have to do that. I love a natural sister. Judah-wise, you know what I mean? Yeah, the other tribes, they got a little more they got a little more hair, but natural. You know what I mean? When she got her fro out, that's who, right? She ain't pound up with makeup. Oh, it's beautiful, right? But yeah, so sister. But you start all that makeup, you start pounding all that stuff on, man. You look so fake and phony, and we're gonna go back to what China was saying. It puts a demon on you, a hell of a demon, right? So the law says no baldness, but the fad's now what? Bald. Read.
Neither shall they shave off the corner of their beard.
Right. Now, what's the fad? Right? If you ain't lined up, what happens? What's up with that? Like, you ain't gonna fix that? Like, you ain't sexy. Your face ain't contoured. Right? I was saying, right, because they want to see your lips. They want to lick your lips, right? They want to get your cheekbone, like that, and that's what that does. The lining defines. It brings out your effeminate side, and they know how to do that. You can do that with the makeup. Now they got man makeup. You know that, right? What's his name came out with a line? J-Lo's ex.
Oh, Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez came out with his own line of men makeup. Yeah.
Look, he already got his own fingernail
Look at that.
polish line now.
Yeah. Oh, what's the other little homo that likes painting his nails?
Playboy Cardi.
They all do, but that's the thing. Playboy Cardi, Little Uzi Vert. No, the one that hang around with Kanye, the one that got mental problems.
Lil Pump.
No, not not the Judite. The Judite brother. I forgot his name. Who? No, it's another one, man. But yeah, he painted his nail, wearing dresses, and talking about why. And, like, y'all know who I forgot his name, but you see the who?
Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi.
Oh,
Kid Cudi. You see that? He painted. It's like, but what is this to do? Androgynize you. It's to androgynize you. So the men can look like women, the women can look like men, and we're all damn a bunch of damn sci-fi robots that's having sex with everything.
Just unknown.
Because that's what it all comes down to. Y'all always hear me say that. It's always about the physical. Right? So the law says don't do it. They come back and promote it. So that's why it's a fad. What are the fads? Everything outside the laws and commandments. They ain't follow the laws. Oh, well, the beards. Bruh, beard is a fad. That's only because it's a fad. Watch. Let all Esau or somebody famous, you know what I mean, do something with their shaved face and shaved lips. Everybody's going to jump on the bandwagon. Now, we're glad of this fad because we've been doing this since inception, right? You know, it ain't never fade out with the Hebrew Israelites. We've always wore our beard. When it's grown, it ain't never got shaved off. Right? I don't remember when I had a shaved face. It's been a long time since I was 12 or 13. You know? So that's, if it's the fad, you got the youth. You got sisters jumping on the fad. Don't be a damn statistic, man. Understand what's going on here. Y'all gotta wake up. Right? Take power and take control of yourself. Don't go through this psychological whirlwind and letting the world tell you you're beautiful and you're not. And know what the Most High says is beautiful, right? And the reality of this, you can't change your face. No matter how much they pump, they cut, they tear, they rip, they patch up, you can't change your face, right? Who's the best movie star that got the best plastic surgery? You can't name one, because when they got it, what happened? They look more weird. So you got to see this. You got to see this. Read on. And I know you're going to jump back into that. Go ahead.
Nor make any cuttings.
No make any what?
Cuttings in their flesh.
So the hint of tattoos. Right?
Tattoos, period.
Right.
You know, because we have no biblical knowledge, and just like the first verse we started off with, the Psalms, you know, we adopt these cultures and these from the nations. You know, even when you look at the spandex wearing, the Most High says don't wear nothing pertaining to a man. So Now all of our sisters is wearing, got to wear the tightest pants, you know, and that's a trend.
We're gonna get that next. But yeah, the tattoos. The tattoos is what? A fad. Right? The Most High said it's unlawful, but now you want it. Well, is it okay if I just put a fake tattoo? Stop. Why do you want to do it? You want to do it because it's the fad. Everybody else is doing it. That's why you want to do it.
It gives the women that rough edge. You know, you got the whole sleeve tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, but then you start with the sleeve tattoo, and all of a sudden you what? You got the words right here on your face.
Right.
That's the new thing now, face tattoos.
Yeah.
Fake. Oh yeah, I've seen a lot of women with face tattoos. You get your, they got the lips tatted. They got their throats. I think Summer Walker I think got her throat tatted. Side of her neck, something like that, 1991 or 1999, whatever it is. But yeah, it keeps getting what? More progressive, more extreme, but that's what they want from you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Aqua.
I used to rate with this Esau cat, and he was bald head, and he had like a tattoo. He like basically tattooed a hairline on his head.
Right.
And then like he had like a whole bunch of tattoos on his head.
Yeah, they're doing that now. For men, if you're bald, they can tattoo your whole head and make it look like you got a low cut.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, you got hair follicles. You know what I mean? But this is what the world does. You're not an individual. Well, I'm just expressing my individuality. No, you're not. You look like every other tattoo creep out there.
You like a color book. You a color book.
Right.
Fill it in how you want it, when you want it. You know, but again, that's the beauty of what Esau's doing, because our people have no identity. And that's why it says the confusing the faces. Well, now we're trying to make up who we think we are through everybody else's example.
Yeah. You got to see it. We were mingled among the heathen. We learned their works. That brings us to this confusion of faces. You don't really know how you really should look or be. And in that, you defy and break every law. The tattoos, right? The cuttings of the flesh, the baldness in the hair, how you cut your hair, your beard. You look like a dolphin, right? And then let's go to the one he said, Deuteronomy 22:5. So I had to throw these in here to remind you, sisters, that what you're doing, one, is not your custom. It's not your custom. Be yourself, right? Be an individual. Be beautiful. Be glorious. Be the queen that you are, right? Yeah, I know there's no Israelite queens in the Bible, but y'all know what I mean. Be the sister that you are. But don't let America define you. You gotta shut everything America promotes, because they're doing it agenda-wise, right? It's so-called freedom, but it's not, because you really ain't free, right? And I'll say it again, for all the smart asses, you're being an individual, but are you? No, you're not. So what's another thing that is a fad? Read that, Deuteronomy 22:5.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5.
Oh, go ahead, he can read it, this one. Go ahead.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
And he just brought it out, the spandex, right? The spandex are now what? Your underclothes. Your pajamas are your outward clothes, right? You wear that which pertains to a man, right? And now, not even man-wise, because we got the dyke section, right? You know, you go to JCPenney and it just says dyke clothes. It doesn't, but it might as well be like menswear for women, right? We know we got that. The what's the talk show host? The main one? Ellen, right? The Ellen line, right? She got a whole line, right? But this goes deeper into now they want you to show your clitoris, your camel toe. They want you to show. Well, the other day when we were in the gym, a girl literally just threw on spandex with no panties on. They're like off the chain with it now. They don't even care. It's like, damn, you ain't even gonna put, because some of them, they try to put spandex under the spandex to lift up their buttocks, right? This chick just is like, nope, I'm throwing Hispanics on, no drawers on, nothing. Wow, so you just gonna come out the house like that, right? But that's the fashion of this world. This is the heathen way. It's always been. Do your history. Bro, study history about the Greeks and the Romans, man. They were freaks. The Greeks and the Romans, they were freaks, man. The Babylonians, any of y'all kids seen the movie 300? No? You gotta see the movie 300 with, it's the war movie, but the ghoul, right? He walks into this tent. He's a hunchback of Notre Dame. He walks into the tent, and all of the tent is freaks. People with cut faces, two heads, weird bodies, and then they're what? All licking on each other. Right? It's like, what is this? This is a sick circus orgy? But that's the thing that the heathens promote. It's fleshly. It's carnal. It's to get you wrapped up in this mind. So, what's the point of all that? Because we get it. The point is that when you are doing your makeup, are you paying attention and understanding, damn, I want to look regular, but clean myself up? Or are you saying, no, I'm ugly, and I need to cover up that ugly? You're still ugly, if that's the case. You know what I mean? If you're still ugly, you can't cover up ugly. You can disguise it. You eventually got to take that makeup off. So you got to realize that you are beautiful no matter what they say. You understand? You can't go off of, when you look at looks, I've been dealing with this for the last 10 years. When you grow up and you realize looks, the Most High made you how you are. There's no way that you're ugly. You're always beautiful to somebody. I know it sounds corny as hell, but you literally are always beautiful to somebody. Somebody don't like you. A lot of people might not like you, but somebody's like, dude, that the one chicks that you think, but like, damn, she ain't got no man. Guess what? She got a man. The one dude that you think he ain't got a woman, guess what? He got a woman. There's no such thing as beautiful and ugly as an appearance.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Beauty's in the eye of the, that's where that comes from. So y'all gotta see this, that psychological game that the world plays on you, you'll go crazy. Right? And that's what everybody's geared towards, right? I wanna look good for the next person. Right? I wanna dress for the next individual. Just one, and then I'll let you take it over. 1 Corinthians 7:31, and then I'll let you come in. Right? 1 Corinthians 7:31. I have that. Yeah. Go ahead, read that.
1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 31.
Daniela, go ahead.
1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31.
Yes, sir.
And they that use this world
Go ahead.
as not abusing it.
And they that what?
Use this world
Go ahead.
as not abusing it.
Right, because really, the abusing is you getting abused by it. See, because when you dig into this mind state of this world, you get abused by the world. You think you're an individual, next you know the world owns you. You're a puppet. Right? So you gotta see that, yes, we gotta use the world, but don't abuse it, don't get abused by it. Most I don't want that, man. You're supposed to be seeking the things that are not temporal. All these physical things are temporal, man. I just fell on my face. I was hanging upside down, I just fell on my face, busted my nose, my lip. I don't think y'all can see it, but I'm like, I'm hurting right now, right? But I'm like, most I can knock your teeth out any damn minute. You know what I mean? So, then what? Then what you got? You got to go get more teeth, right? So, the physical things could be, bro, you can get in an accident any minute. Then your legs get cut off. Arms get cut off. Huh?
Arms
burn victims, right? Then if you, somebody, the Most High really got it out for you, somebody could just throw acid on in your face, right? They do that in other countries a lot. You understand? So you got to see that, sisters, it can't be about the physical appearance, right? Why? Read on.
For the fashion of this world passeth away.
The fashion of this world passed away. Bro, in the kingdom, what you think you're going to be doing? You think you're going to be wearing spandex in the kingdom? Huh? You think you're going to be, obviously you ain't going to need it, but you think you're going to have to put on the pounds of 50 pounds of makeup? Right? No. You think you're going to have to go to the gym all the time and do, what's the ones where you put the weight down and you pull up, the ones that everybody's doing now? Deadlifts. Right. To get your glutes. I'm like, I see somebody doing those, I was like, man, those really get those glutes rolling. I didn't realize those were, those tighten them up. But you ain't gonna have to do that. You ain't gonna have to do that. All the things we're fighting for is beyond this world. It's beyond this world, and you're gonna be changed. That's what you're supposed to be fighting for. The fashion of this world, the clothes, that's gonna be gone. Think we're gonna have a damn nation? Yes, the clothes, the style. The style is, we're not gonna have the style of this world. You know how when you go to the Sharia, you go look for a dress, and at your age you can't find dresses, but all you find is little whole dresses. Every time she go, they go look for clothes. 17, 14, I mean, they're basically probably the same size or a little bigger, but they, at their age, they gotta go what? They can't even find stuff that is fashionable, that looks nice, but yet is what? Not tight. Not tight on their body. And showing their breasts modest. You understand that? You gotta see this. The Most High is gonna do away with this. So what are you investing in, sisters? What are you investing in? Once again, did Israelite women look beautiful? Yes. You know what you need to see? Does the series, the Bruce Lee series, what is it called again? What's the Bruce Lee series brothers put me on to? It's a series that Bruce Lee's daughter made. But anyway, the girl on there, she dresses in none but garments. And warrior, you go watch her dress. You be like, damn, like every robe they got her in looks like a Passover garment. But it's dope because she looks beautiful, but she's covered up and all the it's real. You can see how the nations before the white man got a hold of us, right? I'm gonna blame it all on him. I'm gonna blame it all on the white man, right? Before the white man got a hold of us, what happened? We're all butt naked because the white man wants to see everybody's ass. That's what it is. But before he came, how far did you move it?
Good.
No, you moved it.
That's good though.
No, we don't.
Yeah. Before he came, we were covered up. The Chinese were covered up in the Komodos, right? The Indians, the Hindus, like go look at Nick Jonas and the Chopra chick, their wedding, right? Right? Look at her dress. Their dress, she was covered, right? You come to America, you go to a marriage in America, what happened? The back is out, right? You got the sheer dress where you can just see the panties and the bra through it for the wedding, right? What's this?
I was gonna say after the wedding they changed the dress.
What? Oh, half the way you change the dress because you got to put the whole dress on. It's like, okay, I was pure for a second, now I'm back to the whole. Right. You got to see the fashion of this world passes the way because Watch. Let me just throw this one in here. Go to 1 John 2 verse 15 and I'll let you go. My bad. 1 John 2 verse 15. We gotta remember, man, and we gotta teach these sisters that it's okay to not be a whore, to not look like a whore, to cover yourself up and adorn yourself in the right way. Trust me. Trust me. The men look at it more. They look at that. It's more attractive to them. Nowadays, even the cats that, looking at it, they're still saying, she's a hoe. She's a hoe. That's all they're saying. So, it's a psychological thing that America's did on themselves, to where they messed up their own selves. The women can't get men. The man can't get women. Why? Because when you do approach the woman with her titties out, what happens? She act like what? Why are you coming up to me? Right? Why are you talking to me? You see the little dirty yams in the gym? Why are you looking at me? Because I can see the sweat line up your crack. Why do you think? You know what I mean? It's dripping from the crack. Like, what are you talking about when I'm looking at you? Right, you see the guy, the guy the other day on World Star, he hit up a girl in the store, and he was like, look at you. He was like, your ass is falling out your shorts. He was like, and you're going to get mad at me for saying something to you? He's like, stop dressing this way. But that's real, right? But because we're men of the world thinking that's what you want. You want that attention. You know what I mean? But as we grow up, we find out the men are like, we're running from that. We're running from those type of women. We're not, that to us, we're like, bro, that's bad news. Listen, you got a lot of men saying that now. I be online in these little men sites where they're trying to talk to men, and I be like, listening to these cats, and I'm like, whoa, the men of the world are actually gaining a consciousness, but they're not going with the scriptures. That's the problem. But they're looking at the women out there like, hey, these women ain't no good. So read that. Where you at? He already got it. Y'all read.
Love not the world.
Right?
Neither the things that are in the world.
Sisters, y'all can't love the idea of what makeup, the physical, the outward appearance is. You got to come out of that mind, right? The Sister China said it best. What happens when they do put on makeup? What happens when they do show their ass, right? But when do men look at you? Men can look at you. You can be in sweats, baggy sweats, hair not big, cack in the eye, and a man would be like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Why? Because you get to see the real her. So don't let the world put this in your mind, this manipulation in your thoughts. And then to the young men, you should already know if she's all into that, she got what?
Demons on them.
Huh?
Demons.
Right, she got demons out of it. That's just the bigger, right? That's just the word for everything, right? She got spirits out of it. But no, really, what's her problem when she's all into that? There you go. You know the one that's real caked up. She got self-esteem issues. She's the one that got mental issues. See, we're giving y'all game to how to spiritually see things from a mile away. Right? They walk up to the car with pounds of makeup, titties out, no bra. Smiling and acting like the world is right. You have a brother at the car, they be crying right at the car like, yeah, he left me, and I'm single, and I got three kids, and you're like, sister, you need Christ. You need a bra in Christ. Right? Yeah. See, this is what we're seeing now. We're seeing that there's no value in that. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. Is it gonna be there? Because the young women are learning that too, right? In the world. but you're able to see through it. You're able to identify why they got these spirits on. Because they love a lot of what the world promotes. Right? So what does it say?
Love not the world,
Right?
neither the things that are in the world.
Go ahead.
If any man love the world,
Right?
the love of the Father is not in it.
Let's get to the point. Go ahead.
For all that is in the world,
Read.
the lust of the flesh,
And that's the point. That's what it says we were mingled among the heathen. That's the point. If carnally minded is death, where they going to try to push you to?
death.
Death. The physical appearance. Right? Now, I know what y'all are thinking. I know a lot of y'all sisters are thinking, well, I'm not on no makeup trip. I'm not on no spandex trip. This class ain't about that. This class is about you understanding those things is secondary to your beauty. This is what this is about. It's secondary to what the Most High wants to see. See, don't miss the point. Well, this one don't apply to me because I don't put my pounds of makeup. I don't give a damn how I look. See? Breast stink, arm stink. Don't do my eyebrows. No, I'm not. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Like Priest Kazaka said, we can't get dressed. You know what I mean? So you come out in a bag, no iron clothes. They smell like mildew. You know what I mean? I'm a humble sister. Why? Because you're dirty? No. No, don't think that. This is why, because it's about pulling your mind from that fleshly thought that this is what's gonna attract my husband to me. I gotta be more into the physical and the carnal, into the makeup, into the look, right? Into the fake eyebrows, fake eyelashes. Go ahead.
And the lust of the eyes.
And the what?
Lust of the eyes.
You see that? Because where does the world want to put us to? Huh? The lust of the eyes. Where does the world want to use you women as? A piece of meat. You're just a piece of meat to the world. Right? To be abused, spit on, tried on, sexual intercourse, and thrown to the side. And by the time you get 40, you on TikTok like the 40-year-old women out there. Where's all the good men out here? You ran through them. Right? You ran through all the good men. Right? You gotta see that. I'm watching these TikToks and the one that old boy plays before, and I'm not on TikTok, but he plays them on his channel, and I'm looking at him like, man, I didn't know women were crying out like this. And then you got women out there crying, but it's like, wait a minute, but this is what you like.
Right, come.
You're talking about we're the good men. You told them don't come up to you. You told them don't talk to you. Especially Israelite men. When you got with them teaching you patience and teaching you the Bible, you really don't want that. Right? You got to see what is in the world. It's all a facade. Read.
And the pride of life.
And the pride of life. And what is that pride? Where are you at? Where's the next scripture?
You can go to, actually, I'm going to give you Proverbs 27:20.
Yeah, just to show you the pride, what their pride is into, right? Where are we at?
This is going,
Oh, okay, all right, before we go there, go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 20.
go ahead.
Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied.
The what?
The eyes of men are never satisfied.
Yeah, when you tap into the flesh, when you tap into the standard of America, your eyes are never satisfied. That's what.
Right, but that's what I was saying about the pride of life. That's the pride, that's the fakeness of this pride of life. Like, man, I need to pursue that. I need to pursue this carnal. Go ahead.
Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of men are never satisfied.
Yeah, the eyes of men are never satisfied. And again, as we're going over with sisters, again, that's why what? The appearances always have to change. The consistent, always trying to level up. Because think about it, in the magazines, you got new models, new makeup lines, new styles. So you're always trying to do what? I gotta make sure I'm with the new. But sadly, you're just what? Destroying yourself. Slowly but surely. Why? Because you can never really make it to the standard. You ain't never there. But then you think, why? Somebody looked at you funny. Oh man, he doesn't like me. Oh, he doesn't like how I look. The sad part about it is that this is a continual issue for our people. And the Most High said this. Go to, let's get this. Go to Proverbs 3:31. Because we're going to get into the specific points of what our people and sisters go into, man. What they try to keep up with. The physical. But read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31.
Go ahead.
Envy thou not the oppressor.
Do what?
Envy thou not the oppressor.
It says, envy not the oppressor. But what do? We want to be just like the white man. We be, I hate Esau. Right? They try to take our style. They try to look like us. But you right there, like you said, on their YouTube channels, looking at them, seeing what they got going on.
You screaming Black Lives Matter and you hate Esau, you hate America,
Right.
but then you got blonde hair. You got blonde hair. Like, how does that make sense? It's straight confusing.
Very sad. I was looking at, and just on the men tip, I was looking at, what's his name? Kodak Black. Kodak Black got blonde hair now. I said, look at this, man. Look at our people doing what?
See, Kodak Black is straight rebellious. Because he had the brother Kahunthum's Light of Zion teaching him. And you see, something happened where he just lost it. Yeah, he got the knowledge. He just like, I'm a dude. He reminds me of somebody. You know what I'm talking about, right? Like young cat, just, you give him the knowledge, he just went opposite of it. Yeah, blonde hair, I seen that, man.
But then again, our women do the same thing. Go right down the path. Get you a nice blonde wig, right? Get you a white man. You know, you jumping in the Jeep with him. You know, the 4x4 truck and what? You think you right there with him, man. Living a good life. But the sad part about it, what are you doing? You're slowly but surely holding yourself out. Give me this, give me Proverbs 7 verse 10.
God. Proverbs chapter 7.
No, hold that. Give me Isaiah 52 and 3. Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 3.
God. Isaiah chapter 52, verse 3.
Yeah, and then again, as we're going through this, you know, just understanding how we just give ourselves to the flesh, give ourselves to the thing of what the world, the standard the world gives us, man. Again, we're melanated. We're lively. Our sisters are lively, but we give ourselves to the world. But the scripture says, what are we doing? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 52, verse 3.
Go ahead.
For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught.
These sisters sell themselves for naught. Like, you think you're doing yourself a good service and doing what? Getting myself prepared, the fake wig, all the makeup, but in reality, men don't respect that.
That's right.
You're not even actually recognizing what you really look like. Because, again, we're going to go into details about the clothing and what the scriptures say about it. Because a lot of sisters don't think there's nothing wrong with having the tarantula eyelids. A lot of our sisters don't think it's wrong to have what? Hair that ain't yours. It's like, what kind of costume are you really trying to get into? Who are you trying to look like? Think about that. What costume? Could it really be a costume? Check this out. Go to Proverbs 7 and 10. Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10. Just for the brothers that came in, we're going in about this falsehood that what? America puts on our women. Right? But then what happened? Our women start accepting it. They start accepting it, not knowing that the Most High didn't care about those looks. We're going to go in details of what happened to our women when it came to what they thought was the way to look, the way to act, the way to walk, the way to talk.
That's right.
Read what you read.
Proverbs chapter 7, verse 10.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 7 and verse 10. Go ahead.
And behold, there met him a woman,
right,
with the attire of an harlot.
And that's really what it is. A lot of our women are what? wearing the attire of a harlot, right? Of a hoe.
That's right.
But the question is, what's the purpose? Sisters? Why do you think? Why do you think you try to dress yourself up in the poom poom dress, right? You gotta have extended heels, breast showing, right? Hair popping, lipstick popping. What's really the agenda? I want the sisters to answer this. Sisters? Anybody online? Because I need something on my phone. Who got the hand up? Oh, does that hand? Oh, you little bit. Kaya.
The women that wear that stuff, they're looking for attention.
They're looking for what?
Attention.
What kind of attention?
The wrong kind.
No, I really want to get like
Sexual attention.
sexual attention.
Yes.
So that's why they put on the what?
They put on their half naked clothes. They have their business hanging out. They're putting it out like window shopping.
Right.
On display for you to come walk by and check it out, and if you want to buy or,
Right. We're gonna spend a couple duckies on it now, right? And that's the sad part.
Not buying, right? Because they know that men ain't gonna really want that. No man really wants that for life. You know what I mean? They might want it for that second, for that moment, but a real man don't want that for life.
Right? Oh yeah. Like I said, you just want to hit and run just for fun. But again, the question is like, but then you have some women that's like, no, I don't want that. But you dressing like you want the attention. And again, we're not saying that the dressing warrants a lot of times what? Women getting attacked. But it's like, dang, you kind of gave a what? A pass. Or a welcoming pass to do what? Talk to me.
They gave the impression. I mean, the scripture's telling right here. Even in the word, they tell you, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but when you first look at somebody, you see their outward appearance first. You know what I mean? So if I was sitting up here with the attire of a police uniform, what would you think I did when I was a cop? You know what I mean? So if you walk around with the purple hair, the long fingernails that look like talons and like eagle claws,
Right.
and you got your cheeks hanging out, well, I'm not going to think you're a woman of God.
That's right.
I'm not going to approach you with any kind of scandal. I'm going to treat you like a pole star that you look like.
What?
Pole star.
Pole star. Right. Oh, a stripper. Read it again.
Proverbs chapter 7 verse 10.
Go ahead.
And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot.
Attire of a harlot. You out there in the streets, like listen, you it's during the week, but you dress like you going to the club, man. Going to the club, hotty-totty, not knowing what. A lot of women don't really understand that. You look like a hoe.
Right. When we were talking about this, when you look at the face pumps, the lip pumps, right? What is that to do? What is that? Now, I'm going to say this the correct way. We know a lot of our women, Israelite women, right? They got the beautiful full lips, so they want to look like our women. But do they look like our women when they do it? No. They look like
a baboon.
They look like a baboon.
That's right.
Yeah, they look weird.
Like the chimpanzees.
Yeah, with the red lip. Yeah, you gotta see that it's not helping, but they promoting that to the young women, right? They get you second thinking about yourself. Maybe, damn, man, if I get a little lipo, right? If I get a little face pump, lip pump, no, get some cardio. That's it. You don't gotta do all that. Right. You don't need a pump. You need to just do some cardio, some running. Get a bike. I can't run because of the knees. Well, get a bike. I can't sit down because my butt. Like, okay, then stand and just wiggle your arms around like this. Like, yeah. Get in the pool. You can always do other things. You don't gotta go to this extreme. And we know, we're not talking to a lot of y'all. We know y'all sisters definitely don't believe in no madness like that. But when that demon jump on you, what happens? You can go anywhere, right? So that pride of life is that the physical appearance. You're so caught up into that, right? And you'll do anything to do what? Physically look a certain way, right? The Most High is not about that, right? Read that again.
Come, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot.
So we're learning a few things, and y'all know this, that a woman is, everyone is known by how they dress. There is an attire of harlot. There is a look of the harlot. There is how you make your eyes look, right? How you make your eyes look, it can be sexually arousing. Right, wanton eyes, right?
That's right.
To where your eyes look like you piercing through, or you're undressing with the eyes, but like remember, so this is a harlot, right? What is she trying to do to you with her eyes? She's trying to seduce you.
That's right.
Right? So is your makeup, you know what I mean, on to seduce? Right? And then who the hell are you trying to seduce if you married? Right? So this is the attire of a harlot. See, we're not just talking about the spandex and that. We're talking about the makeup. We're talking about how you move and how you dress. Why are you doing that? The mentality behind it. The Most High doesn't, He don't want it, and you should see why it's not needed. Where'd you get it from? Right? Remember, America will have you all looking like whores on the block.
That's right.
So keep this in mind. Go ahead, read on.
God and subtile of heart.
Right. So now you got the outward appearance. China said it earlier. What comes with the makeup, sis?
Pride.
All of a sudden, you on. Because you now caked up. You got the wig. No, not for us. Because we're like, well, hair's fake, your face is fake, your stomacher, I can see it. You know what I mean? You touch the bottom of their back and what? You see it, pull it all in.
Feel like a bulletproof vest.
Both sides like, he's not into that. You do all this, and then you're not saying, wait a minute, I still gotta go home and look at myself in the mirror and not be happy with yourself. See, this is not healthy. It's not mentally healthy for our women. And for the sisters and for the young women. Yeah, China.
Yeah, like when I used to do their makeup, they'd keep it on. Like the makeup I did, they'd keep it on for like 3 to 4 days. And I
Really?
yeah.
Wow.
That's how much makeup.
That means they ain't washing their face.
No, they're not.
That means they dirty, man. But that's makeup. She was saying for everybody online, they keep their makeup on for like, when she was a makeup artist, 3 or 4 days. Now imagine the lace front. Imagine the wig. Right? Popcorn, like fried popcorn. Like burnt popcorn, right? Well.
The kind you pull out of the trash. This is back in the day, but Pamela Anderson, this is during our time. Pamela Anderson, she got her face tattooed, her makeup tattooed on her face. So it's permanently like that. Yeah, so you can,
lipstick, permanent eyeliner.
yeah, permanent.
That's crazy. I never heard that one. That's crazy. But remember, what does the world do? The fashion of this world passeth away.
God.
What is the world trying to get you into? To break the laws, the commandments. We went over the bald head, the shaved beards. We went over the spandex wearing. And now it's what? They're going to make you look like a whore, enticing. Now you got 16-year-olds with cat eyes and making them, it's like, why you let your daughter put all this damn makeup on her face and wear, you know what I mean? Because these kids be now big. But then you put that makeup on, I'm very bad at age. You go to the mall and you be like, you point at a young sister, brother be like, she's 12. Hey, shut your ass down quick. Hell yeah. Oh, she's 13. You be like, what? He's like, when you're in the mall, you pick up, you know that. Yeah, but she's 16. Yeah, Ethan.
Yeah, we just ran into a 15-year-old earlier, and we was going to go into the details of what the pheromones do, but we had to ask her, how old are you? She said 15. So, it gets a little,
Yeah, PG. You got to dial it back a little bit.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Now, she ain't ready.
Yeah, you ain't ready for all that, but how she dressed.
Oh, she was dressed in a tight onesie dress. She had the breasticles hanging out a little
Right. 15.
bit. Yeah, nails done like she was grown. She was standing there like that.
Yeah, because I was thinking about that today. The parents, man. There's bad parenting. Look out for that. We're going to touch over that Monday. You know what I mean? The parent class for y'all. So y'all need to be in class. That ain't going to be online. But the parenting class, Monday or, Tuesday. Tuesday or Thursday. But y'all gotta understand, man, that y'all have to see, man, that there's a lot of bad parents out there. Let their kids at too young of an age get it all into the makeup and put on that persona. You know what I mean? It's not about, oh, you can't be free. It's about, what is the makeup for? Why? You put makeup on you to entice, right? And to look more young, right? Why would the kid need that? See, you gotta watch the spirit of a harlot that you put it on yourself and you put it on your kids. You can do your makeup where your blemishes are covered up to an extent and not have to look like a streetwalker.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, read on.
Verse 11. She is loud.
Right?
And stubborn.
Right. So, like the sister China said, and like we all know, what comes with all that look?
She is loud.
Right?
And stubborn.
Now you can't tell her nothing. Right? Go look at the TikToks. Don't look at them, but you know what I mean. Right? Go look at them. It's what? You know, listen, when I'm out there and I'm walking, I don't need no man to come tell me how good I look. Like, you know what I mean? You want to be like, when Dave Chappelle said, right? You're like, who the hell are you? Right? But this is the persona that's kicked off. Right? And then when she get 30 with 3 kids, what now? I bet you want attention, right? You want somebody to walk up to you, right? But you done mess all of that up because it's vain. Beauty is vain. To stay in the world is vain and vanity. And that's all America, this world promotes, is vanity. Right? So you got to watch out for this spirit of vanity, man, and how you look at yourself and how you glorify yourself. Because if you want a good man, the Most High will bring you a good man. It ain't got nothing to do with looks. I'm going to say it again. Everybody got a flavor. Right? Everybody got a flavor. We brothers always talk about it. You know what I mean? That's your flavor, brother. Yo, yeah, I like it where they're built like horses. Come on. Another brother don't. He likes it where they got pancake booty. Right? Right? And it's okay.
That's right.
Right? Who is that? Who like pancake booty? No, it doesn't. No, but I'm just kidding. But seriously though, like everybody got different styles. Everybody don't look alike. So don't let that manipulation get in your head. All right, read on.
Her feet abided not in her house.
So the persona of this whore, this harlot, how she dresses, how her makeup, how she walks, how she talks, how she acts, there is such a way. And that's what you sisters got to look out for. What spirit you got on you. Right? What are you glorifying more? Especially y'all with daughters. Right? I mean, with sons too. Because what is the son going to go do? No. If the son sees the mama dressing up that way, he's going to want to what? Yeah. I guarantee you my son is saying, I want a woman like mom. Right? Because my daughter said that, like, I want a husband like my dad. Like, why? Because he does this. He takes care of this. I watch him. This is natural. Right? Same thing with the boys. They're looking at, I see mom cooking. Right? I see mom cooking. She's cleaning. She's busy. She's doing these things. I want that. And that's what you're supposed to want. But when it's the bad example, what are you going to do? Right? What do you go do when mom's in spandex all the time and she's always caked up with makeup and have her breasts out and titties out? Welcome to the ghetto. Welcome to the ghetto, right? Go ahead, you was gonna say something? Where we at?
You can go to, let's hit this, Ecclesiastes 26:9, just a couple more. Ecclesiastes and Apocrypha 26 and verse 9. Because this is an epidemic for our sisters, man. This is an epidemic. It is. When it comes to just putting on extra. It's like you got the whole accessory kit at the crib, man. Bob the Builder. But what are you really building? Read where you at.
Ecclesiastes chapter 26, verse 9.
This is in the scriptures, read.
The whoredom of a woman.
So it says the whoredom of a woman, read.
May be known.
Maybe what?
May be known.
So you'll know that a woman is a whore, a hoe, by this, read.
In her haughty looks.
In her what?
Haughty looks.
In the looks of what? Got the little stank face, right? I got like, a man can't tell me nothing, right? The makeup is sharp, I look like there's an image of a whore. But a lot of our women are doing what? Naturally making themselves look like this. But check this out, keep reading.
In her haughty looks.
Right?
And eyelids.
And her eyelids. But think about how many sisters do what? Paste on them eyelids. You gotta strap on what? The extended clips. Some of y'all do the what? The single lashes. This not the whole. I get them singular. They look more natural. It's still fake.
Now, let me ask y'all this. I want you to take a second, not too long, and remember where you learned to put that on. Let's do it with the eyelashes, since we're on that point. Where's the first time you learned to put on the extendo clip? Somebody. Go ahead, come outside. Where's the first time you learned that? Who you learned that from?
Another friend.
Right. What tribe was she?
Judah.
Oh, really? Damn, I wouldn't have guessed that. Because your black friend is going to teach you that because her black mama didn't teach her. Like, this is not the way you personify yourself. Right? Like, so, this is not the way you look. You show yourself to be beautiful. But for black women, Hispanic, Native Americans, all the tribes up there, right? This is what they picked up from who? The heathen. The nations. Remember that. Learn not the way of the heathen, right? Who had, no, wait, the sister had her hand raised. Who had their hand raised back there? Go ahead, sis.
The first time I learned how to put lashes and stuff on was a white girl.
A white girl, right? The heathen, right? Or are people acting like the damn heathen? Like, why did it attract you?
I was young and I didn't see any black women when I was just.
You were young and didn't see any black
It was
women.
predominantly Esau on YouTube back then.
Ah.
I didn't see a bunch of channels with like black women, so they were the hot
Yeah.
topic. So they
They're the ones on there doing it. It's enticing, right? But you learn these things from what? The nations, right? Then you adopt them, you believe in them, and then we start teaching our kids that, our family that, our community that, our household that. You know what I mean? And we know where it originally comes from, but our people adopt that and they really, because when we do it, we go all out. It can't just be a regular eyelid where it accents is. Eyelid? Eyelash. Right. The eyelash. Can't just be an eyelash. Eyelids. They be changing the eyelids. It can't just be a regular, like where like makes it a little fuller. They gotta go all the way out with it, right? What you was gonna say?
Two things. We seen one, she had, hers was so thick it looked like Hitler's mustache on top of her eyelash.
There was paintbrushes.
No, they were like, yeah, they looked like paintbrushes. They were horrible. But when you look back to like the 60s and the 70s and the early television, because it was predominantly Esau, you had Elizabeth Taylor and you had all these famous white women. and you see they cut to the movie scene when they're getting dressed in front of their vanity mirrors.
Right.
That's the imagery. They're personifying a beautiful woman that's elegant and doing
Right.
these things.
They did that. Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. All
Yeah.
of them famous white women. And so that's what they're doing to personify beauty. They're putting on the fake eyelashes. You got the music in the background. It's enticing. So what is our young black or Israelite women doing? They're thinking this is the persona of beauty. I have to do this. I have to imitate this in order to get elegant, in order to be beautiful.
Now, we didn't write this. The Most High is telling us that the whoredom of a woman, read it again.
The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks
Right.
and eyelids.
So, what is a haughty look?
Haughty.
Right.
Blatantly and disdainfully proud.
Right. So, how you twitch. Like, you see the ones when they put on their makeup, all of a sudden they back just like, you know what I mean? It's like, why are you moving like that? You know what I mean? First of all, you got pancake booty, then you act like you moving weird. Why? Because it's a spirit that comes with this makeup. You know what I mean? But what happens in those arenas, sis? What happens in those arenas when you're doing the makeup, you see that spirit get on them. Now, your mind is in a different place now. But when it was in that time, what is that arena about? Everybody talking to each other, promoting that. Girl, you look good. Yeah, oh, yeah. All that talk.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a big industry. It's really, it's really a thing. So.
It is. It's big as hell. Yeah, just go in there and look at the movie stars do it, you know? That's what I like doing. I like going looking at the movie stars because I really see what they are for. You know what I mean? What they're about, what they promote, how they really look. Yeah.
It's like I've seen a lot of sisters do it. It's like a Megan Thee Stallion spirit. What's that song? She got a stank, a walk, and a wretched ass mouth.
Right. But that's the mindset. And then what happens when she wants a husband? She gets shot in the foot. Right? That's what a whore promotes. And then what happens? You go and track whores.
That's right.
So you got another hoe attracting hoes. Right?
A male hoe.
A male hoe.
That's right.
Right, a man whore. So this is what we gotta see. Go ahead.
Go to Proverbs 31 and 30.
God.
Sorry, 8:56. Proverbs 31 verse 30.
God.
Because we're seeing that obviously the Most High doesn't want our women to think that this is the standard.
Right.
That this is going to make you please in the eyes of men. But how much more now the eyes of the Most High? Come on, man. That's why it's make up. It makes up for the things that you don't have. So what are you doing? You trying to paint a picture that's not you. Stop it. This is what the Most High said real beauty is. Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 31 and verse 30.
Go ahead.
Favor is deceitful.
Read it again.
Favor is deceitful.
Go ahead.
And beauty is vain.
Yeah, beauty is vain. Because think about it, when you get older and that beauty starts to dissipate, roll off, wrinkles start to pop up, right? Body starts to get out of shape. What you got for yourself? Just beauty and that's it? And a lot of these women is sad because that's all they are. It's beauty. They can't even hold a conversation. There was a rapper, DDG, whatever his name. Dude got millions of dollars, right? But he said all he wanted was a good conversation and somebody to be there next to him. I'm like, you got all these people in your life I see you with, and you just want a conversation? But you know what it showed me? It showed me that these women that he has around him, no conversation. But that's why the scripture just said that beauty is vain. Beauty isn't going to do what? It ain't really going to satisfy you. You're never going to be satisfied with trying to get to this standard that is really a European standard, man, because America's so whack. America's culture, they have no culture. But it's the Europeans, what they put on us, the hair, right? The body type. But the Most High said it's vain. Go ahead.
But a woman that feareth the Lord.
A woman that does what?
Feareth the Lord.
But a lot of our women aren't thinking about this. That, you know what, let me try to please the Heavenly Father. A woman that feareth the Lord, read.
Shall be praised.
That's who shall be praised. But a lot of our women are trying to get praised by how you look, how your hair looks. You know how Indiana Reese said, I'm not my hair? But a lot of our women think that what? That makeup, that costume that they wear, that's them. Halloween has done a good job on our people. Yes, they dress up daily. But it says that the fear, but a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised. Check this out. Go to Proverbs 11, verse 16. Proverbs 11, verse 16. This is for you young sisters too. Because why? You think that, again, anything that I can add to myself, this man is going to like me for. He's going to like me because I'm what? I look fly, right? I'm a thin mint. I'm acceptable by the world. I have the nice shoes. Thin mint. Yeah, thin mint. Thin and sweet, right? That's why a lot of boys, man, all these different diseases, you got to be what, 110 pounds? Come on, man. Esau be anorexic on those modeling stages. Those catwalks. Anorexic, but what happens with Israelites? No, doggone well your jeans ain't fit for that. You trying to do what? Starve yourself. Come on. It was never in the beauty. It was never in the beauty. Read where you at.
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 16.
Check this out. Read.
A gracious woman.
A what?
A gracious woman.
A woman that has the spirit of the Lord, knows how to talk, has some knowledge, can spit wisdom out of her mouth. Read.
Retaineth honor.
That's who gets honor. It ain't the woman in the pumps with the breast out.
Yeah.
It ain't the little girl like I was driving. There was this young girl walking on the street like a tank top. I'm like, you all the way up 10 years old. Who let you out the house like that? No, my dog won't let us pedophiles walking around. But the Most High said a gracious woman gets honor because what happens at nighttime, man? Not at night, during the day in the household of a man, right? Obviously, he's going to have to communicate. You're dealing with certain meals, right? Think about this. This says, read it again.
A gracious woman,
right,
retaineth honor.
The gracious woman retains honor. Because why? She knows how to deal with her husband. She knows how to deal with the household. It's not about the what? The carnal. These are the things that's really important.
A gracious woman is going to understand how to put on her makeup, how to dress, be beautiful with what she has, without following the laws and commandments. That's what a gracious woman is going to do. How she carries herself physically, spiritually, you're going to see, man. Nowadays, it's classy. You get that word classy? Like, she got class, right? Elegant. Our people were elegant and had class, right? Man, look at the slave movies. What were they in? Spandex? No, they were in dresses. They still were beautiful in dresses, right? Covered up, head covered. The pounds of makeup weren't there, but there were still beautiful women back then, right? All the time. There's always going to be beautiful women. What's that, Ariana?
The definition, two things. The definition, one of gracious, because it was all the characteristics of what you were labeling.
Yeah.
It says marked by kindness and courtesy.
Right. A gracious woman is kind. She's courteous.
Right.
That's why, working on the young women, the young sisters, right? You gotta watch that old ratchet ass attitude. Like you want to be like the guys. You know what I mean? You want to talk like them and act like them. That's not honorable. Because the more you practice that, the more you're going to be that. Even playing around like that with the ratchetness, right? I'm amongst the guys, so I'm gonna be like, nah, I'll talk all damn prideful and boastful. Nah, nobody wants that, right? You can't do that. Don't practice that characteristic. So it said grace was what it is?
It says marked by kindness and courtesy.
And courtesy is a gracious woman. What else?
Characterized by charm, good taste.
Right.
Generosity of spirit.
Yeah, what happened to that? Generosity, like, man, she got a good vibe. She got a real good vibe around her. Right? It ain't none of that no more. Vibes now are what? You're fit. Right? What you got on? right? How you look. Because the word vibe in itself ain't even the definition of how it really embodies the word vibe. Vibe now is what? You throw it off, you on pills, you sipping some lean or something, right? Or the music, right, which is demonic and evil. I mean, what is the real vibe now? Yeah.
Yeah, basically it's that hippie kind of vibe.
Oh, you want to go there though? We going into the witchcraft because that hippie vibe is somehow leads you into burning sage, right, and smoking weed, right? That ain't even a vibe. That's an ill vibe. But see, you see how all these things go outside of the knowledge of the Most High? And then here's the thing: if you say, "Oh man, y'all are religious freaks. You guys are religious. Y'all overboard with this." Okay, well, how does it make you feel to deal with that vibe? See, the outcome of it is you're more mentally trashed. That's the whole thing. That like, if you're saying, "Well, oh, you know what? I'm not feeling this knowledge." Well, go and deal with the other knowledge, and when you hit 30, you come back to me and tell me how you feel. How many baby daddies you got? You know what I mean? How many men actually stood there and took time with you? Right? And that's what our people not seeing is like, yeah, you know, because you know how when you're young, you're like, man, there's a lot of restrictions. There's a lot of rules going on here. But this ain't that. That's why I tell my kids, man, I'm like, this ain't about I'm your father and I just want to run you. I'm giving you game. The world got game. And they will smack, flip it up, rub it down, and they will toss your ass to the streets. And then when you come back at 30, you know what I mean? You be like, man, where's your baby daddy at? He not around. Let me see. I know my sister ain't online, but I'm going to put her on blast right now. My sister grew up in the truth. My sister had the knowledge. She had the knowledge. She grew up in the truth. But what happened? The preacher's wife was being told in strict. It was strict rules, right? What happened when she got older? She dealt with a weed head nigga that she got 3 kids from that didn't want to be there and be a damn man, but wanted to be a boy. But if you would just listen, she grew up with the word.
That's right.
But see, that's why it's your choice to reject this or to go through the pain. Y'all understand that? And that's what these topics are about, is to show y'all that, look, your outward appearance is going to keep your desire to please outwardly yourself and others. It's going to continue with the pain and the suffering because this ain't right. You got to get your mind right.
Yeah, last scripture, 1 Peter 3:3. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3.
God. 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Whose adorning, let it not be that outward.
Read a little bit slower. Read it one more time.
1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3.
Go ahead.
Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning.
Right? And this is for the sisters again. It's not about the outward appearance. Let it not be for the outward. Go ahead.
Of plaiting the hair.
Of plaiting the hair. So the different hairstyles. It's not saying you can't have different hairstyles, right? Braids. It's just saying that that's not where your beauty comes from. Go ahead.
And of wearing gold.
Wearing what?
Gold.
Read.
Or of putting on of apparel.
But again, we think what? Me putting on this costume is about to have me on point. Right? Me being like the world's about to have me on point. No. The Most High said it's not that outward appearance. And again, it's not saying you can't get right. You can't look fly, but that's not what we should be putting all our cards on. This is my worth is how I look. Right? I value myself on how I look. The Most High says no. Keep reading.
Right, now let me say this. Now usually when you hear that conversation on YouTube and people tell you that, they tell you to look into yourself, right? And look into your vibe and appreciate you. That's bull. We're telling you to look to the Most High. Because the true value is what the Creator created as value. He's the one that made you. So he knows what true value is. It ain't some rinky-dink monkey. Right? We don't know real value without the Spirit. So you got to understand and lock yourself into that way. Because a lot of young girls, man, you be psychologically damaged for no reason. You want attention the wrong way. And you go to these different extents to get their attention. And it's not going to help you. Seek the word. Look into the knowledge and you'll see the spiritual change, the mental change will bring you closer to a strong mind. The world, all they're going to do is say, look within. Look within. But that means what? You get online, you show your breast, you show your body, and then you still say, this is how I am. That's not looking within. You're still looking without. Y'all get that?
Yeah, very vague.
Huh?
I said it's very vague, but I said look within.
Yeah.
Look within what?
Right.
Well, go ahead. Finish that off.
But let it be the hidden man
Right?
of the heart.
Let it be the what?
Hidden man of the heart.
It's about what's on your spirit. What kind of wisdom you have, your knowledge, discretion. Go ahead.
In that which is not corruptible.
And that which is what?
Not corruptible.
Yeah, that which can't be tainted. Your spirit, man. And a lot of sisters gotta understand that. It's about the wisdom that you have, knowledge. Yeah, your hand?
Let me say this. What could you bring to the table? Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to clean? Or how about this? Could you not bring the multiple personality disorder to the table? Can I get an amen?
Amen. Wow.
Could you not bring the baggage and damage from all your other situations to the table? That's value in itself, right? See, so you got the cooking and cleaning good, because you can cook, you can clean, you can take care of the house. But psychologically, I need you strong. Because that's where strength is. In your wisdom, in your mind, right?
God.
That's what the Most High wants. That's what righteous men want. All right? You done?
No.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Finish it.
Even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
Even the what?
The ornament of a meek and quiet spirit.
That's what it's really about. That spirit, meek and quiet spirit. Go ahead.
Which is in the sight of God.
Read.
Of great price.
That's what the Most High wants from you. That in the sight of the Most High, that's a great prize. A meek and quiet spirit in a woman. That's it.
When you think of an ornament on a tree, right? You put these ornaments on the tree. What does it do to the tree? It beautifies it. It makes it plain, from plain Jane to the beauty of the tree, right?
Correct.
Right. When you wear jewelry, what does it do? It beautifies you, right? It shines, makes you shine. Well, the ornament, the Most High said, is the meekness. That beautifies you. That makes you shine. And it's rare nowadays, right? Could you get you a beautiful, meek woman? Someone humble? Now we know, we can talk about why they on defense, because Negroes are trash too, right? The niggas out there, all they talking about is popping, hit, run, pumping dumps, right? That's all they're talking about, so we get it. But see, that's why if you come back to the knowledge, you don't got to deal with none of that. Because you'll make better decisions, better choices, right? But even in here, even in the truth, you have to still understand what is going out in the world and what's in here. A lot of your kids, they gonna be dealing with each other, married to each other, right? It's either that or you're gonna let them marry some nigga named Tyrone out in the world, right? Some drug dealer, some blunt head nigga out in the world, right? Or you got boys, you gonna let all your boys get some rat out in the world? Some Megan Thee Stallions, right? Right? you go, that's what they're going to have to go to. So think about it. The nation's going to be dealing with the nation. Because they're going to be wanting men and women of wisdom and understanding.
That's right.
So you see why it was a lot of, hey, my son, my daughter. Why? Because now we know what pedigree they're coming from. You understand? Now you know who they're around, right? Yeah, I watched that brother. Man, I've been watching him for 20 years. He takes care of his kids. He teaches his daughters. He teaches his sons. You know what I mean? He will command his house, right? And then you're like, man, that's why I want my daughter would. That's why I want my son would.
That's right.
You know, I don't want my son out there dealing with none of these women. You know what I mean? Because all they're going to do is use him. You know what I mean? They're going to take advantage of him, his good heart. You know? I don't want my daughter out there with some nigga in the world. Why? Because all you're going to do, it's saying I'm teaching her to be humble. Yahweh Shai is teaching her to be meek and quiet and be an ornament to the Lord, right? What that nigga going to do with it? What is he going to do with it? He's going to destroy that. Back to my sister. I am not saying he was an Israelite. I am saying he somehow had a little bit of knowledge, and all he did was smoke weed and use that against her. Right? Why? That's what niggas in the world do. So you gotta see how much chaos is out there. We gotta prepare them for that also. Because now my daughter has to be aware who's on point. Right? Right? If the man that is in the truth, if he's moving in maturity and in the spirit. You see that? That's why you waited. Y'all see this? That way you can see if these men are going to be men, if these women are going to be women. Right? Because they could be in here now, covered and all that, and then next you know, hit 20 and then what? I want to experience the world. Right, turn up time, exactly. Then you realize, damn, I'm trying to be a good man, and then she want to be what? A thought, right? You had your hand races?
Yes, I was looking up S.O.W where it said she had a flourish attire and a S.O.W heart.
Right.
One of the definitions was like cunning, and how you said if you have this son out here dealing with a woman and she'll take advantage of him, she can convince him, you know.
Yeah, to do all the filth. Well, did we touch on that one? Right. Go there real quick for her, just because she quoted it. And then we ended on this one. Real quick.
This is Proverbs chapter 6.
We had it in here. We just jumped over it because the time.
Verse 25.
Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 25.
Uh-huh.
Lust not after her beauty
Right.
in thine heart.
Right. You see that? Right. Because that beauty is vain. Right? You can't look at her because she's beautiful.
That's right.
Her outward appearance. Go ahead.
Lust not after her beauty in thy heart.
Right.
Neither let her take thee with her eyelids.
Right. There you go. The eyelids again. So y'all think that this is new. This damn rake eyelids. Right? That ain't new. They used to do all those things back in the ancient days. Right? But the Most High said is watch out for these sisters. Watch out for these women. Watch out for these type of individuals, right? Because these women will what? They will manipulate you. They'll get you killed. They'll get you murdered. Right? They'll be with you but just for their purpose and reason. Right? And then be like, you know what? Now I'm not feeling that. And roll. So you got to watch that too. Go ahead, finish that.
Verse 26. For by means of a whorish woman,
right?
A man is brought to a piece of bread.
You see that? A whorish woman will bring you to a piece of bread. She'll have you broke. Because all of I'm going to tell you, I clicked on the one dude, and he said, you know a whore if all she wants is physical things. I was like, wait a minute, where are these guys at? They actually got some brains. He was like, you know a whore because all she wants is physical things. He wasn't even using the Bible. Maybe I've been out of YouTube, but I was thinking all these niggas are stupid out there. And I'm like, wow, I give him props. He went through the list. He was like, he said, if she comes around you and she's never happy, she's a whore. Yeah, because how is it she's with you, but she's always sad around you? He was like, she's a whore. She's not for you. He was going through the list, and I was like, oh man, this dude's killing me. Because he was dropping points in there showing that this is a whorish woman. You know what I mean? But he wasn't doing it with the Bible. He was doing it from the characteristics that they personify in the world. Right? What's another one? He said, you know, of course, all she wants is money. All she wants is physical things. She's never happy. She really wants to have sexual relations with you. He's like, she's a hoe. Because she's coming around for all these things, but then she don't want to lay with you. So you gotta know these things, man. There's a spirit behind this whorish woman. What you got?
Proverbs chapter 5, verse 3 through 5. It says, for the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb,
right?
And her mouth is smoother than oil,
right?
But her end is bitter as wormwood.
Right, because, bro, we could be here all night. Because when you go into the wormwood, I would rather dwell with a dragon. The wormwood is death. Like, you want to just kill yourself. Like, I don't want to be around this woman no more. Come on. Why, Lord? Why? Well, why? Because that's what you wanted. She looked good in the beginning. Now what? You gave her 7, 8 days. Now she don't look good. Now you're not thinking about those things. That's your fault. That's your fault. You played yourself. You know what I mean? You played yourself. So this whorish spirit, you gotta identify it. But finish that. Come on.
Sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death.
Right.
Her steps take hold on hell.
Right. Her steps go, and it can go deep into that. It can go deep into her steps going down into hell. How low do you want to go? She can get you murdered. She can get you robbed. She can be what you and then what another guy.
Funneling your money to him.
Right, funneling your money. Bruh, the streets is real. The streets is real. Yeah.
With Proverbs 9:17-18 goes.
Yes, Proverbs 9. I think it's Proverbs 7. You're right on point with that. We'll be here all night, though. We're going to be here all night with the horror scriptures. I think y'all get the point. I'm hoping y'all got the point, which is don't take this glory and be caught up so much into the physical appearance and not be worried about the spiritual side. Because when you do get a man, even if you got a man in the truth, where's your value going to be at if all you did was worry about the physical, the outward? You got to be working on the things that the Most High want. Y'all get that? Sisters, did y'all have any questions on that? Did any sister want to say anything on the topic? No questions on the topic? No? La? Okay. All right. So we'll go ahead and end it there. I know, Ariana, but we keep going. You know us. We got like 1,000 scriptures we could just keep going over. We can go over Ecclesiastes 25, Ecclesiastes 26. Go back to Proverbs 7. Go back to Proverbs 9. We can go through all of that. Right? Right. We can hit Judas and Susanna. We can show you about all the whores in the Bible. You know what I mean? And the weaker. Y'all go. No, I'm not saying Judah and Susanna was wicked. I'm saying we can go through showing you about the righteous and the wicked. Right? If it came out like that. Yeah. There's a lot of wicked and righteous women in the Bible.
That's right.
Anybody got any other questions? We're going to go ahead and end class. Just a reminder, from now on, starting next week, we're only doing class online Fridays here in Virginia. Saturdays in Houston, Wednesdays and Saturdays in Houston. And then when Rochester gets rolling, Wednesdays will be taken over by them. So if you don't see us, we'll be here for the Shabbat. All right? Why? Why not? Alright, does anybody got any questions online? See if they got any questions before we end it. Brothers and sisters, tomorrow, all the schools are gonna be headed to the summit, so we're not gonna be online. I repeat, the schools are gonna be headed to the summit, so we won't be online. Alright? So,
Yeah, so what Dr. Brent said, so we won't have class again until Friday.
no, Houston is gonna be Wednesday, right? And then we're gonna be Friday, and then Houston will come back Saturday, excuse me. Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Alright? Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll say this, have your questions ready if y'all got them. There's a lot of topics for y'all that didn't get all this, what I said. There's a lot of topics that we touched on, a lot. Go to the Houston channel. Go to the classes, Virginia channel. You know what I mean? Since I know you're new, we got a lot of topics on there that we touched on. Any topic you want? Huh? Yeah, you been watching? Good. Because we touched on a lot of women classes, a lot of husband classes, a lot of all the different subjects. So check those out, all right? If that's it, nobody else, nothing else online? Okay, let's salute everybody, y'all. Say shalom. Shalom. We will see y'all next class day. All right, go ahead. Somebody got to clip that off. Click that off real quick. And everybody here, I module upon your hawk with them, rise and face the east.